Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Fadil Abdullah, and in this video I would like to explain about ongoing assessment, feedback on learning in progress. So let's begin with what is feedback. Feedback is reaction or information that occurs as a result of action or behavior undertaken by an individual or in group. In learning and development context, both positive and negative feedback is crucial. Feedback provides a sense of engagement and interactivity and allows the learners to take ownership of their learning. Effective feedback shows learners their current level of performance and let them know what they need to do to reach a higher level. So in the same case, whether we respond in our classroom to our student, the feedback we provide will shape the future performance of our students in fundamental ways. The choices we made when we develop our overall assessment plan for a course influence feedback potential. The assessment tools we choose and the assessment practice we engage in while teaching a course will shape both the kind of feedback on learning that arise as a result and the information it generates in support of our teaching learning process. And there is an extensive history of research on feedback in language teaching. Dana Ferris, in his book Responses to Student Writing Implication for Second Language Student, Ferris provide a comprehensive review of feedback on writing and provide teachers with multiple examples drawn from second language classroom. In our own discussion on feedback, however, we will consider it solely from the perspective of assessment tools and practice. And the next is feedback during a course. That is implicit feedback and explicit feedback. Implicit feedback is from user behavior, such as noting or writing, which in document they do and do not select for reviewing, the duration of time spent viewing a document, or page browsing or scrolling action. The user is not necessarily informed that their behavior selected document will be used as relevance feedback. Explicit feedback is when the student made their error in utterance. The teacher immediately showing that student's sentence was incorrect, then the teacher present the correct one sentence. With this correction is called by explicit feedback because the teacher provided correct form in student error. And also the research suggests that there are few hard and fast rules and little agreement as a kind of feedback that will have the most impact on our individual student. But the problem is there is no way for a teacher to know if the explicit feedback and the formulation are actually supporting the student learning. As a teachers, we spend many hours to respond to our students' work. But how do our students actually use our feedback? So there is several activities to make the student use our feedback. That is, we have to attach a follow-up activities to some of the feedback we provide, and in this case motivate the student to respond by offering a few bonus points, for example, or to get a higher score, or so on. There is a much greater chance that the student will use the feedback productively and increase their learning as a result, whether the feedback is direct or indirect, positive or negative, limited or extended. The key is our students' interpretation and use of the feedback. How can the student use this information to improve the quality of future learning and presentation? So this is the example provides several criteria for the student to consider. This example in poster and presentation feedback. In poster aspect, the teacher's feedback is colorful and attractive display. Text is easy to read. Topic focus is clear. Audience interest is evident. And in presentation aspect, the teacher said, well organized, observe 5 minutes time limit, did not rush. And yeah, so there is much information required for the student to use in improvise the next presentation and their poster than that presented in the example. The following two suggestions will increase the ready flow of useful feedback and improvise quality of our student work. So the first one is student will learn the most and perform their best if they know in advance the evaluation criteria that will be applied in judging performance. Our feedback will also be improved if we share evaluation criteria with our students before their performance. And the next is teacher's feedback, conflicting roles. Some teachers have argued that the problem with teacher's feedback is that it simultaneously respond to conflicting roles as a teacher, and the second is as a judge. In the role of coach, the teacher's feedback is intended as formative and supportive information that will increase a student's future development. Conversely, in the role of judge, the teacher's feedback is intended to explain to the student why they are receiving the result they did. So there is no easy answer to question regarding feedback or the conflicting roles of coach and judge. However, it may be helpful to your student to explain this tension. Assessment tools will help us to understand who our students are and how they are developing and how we can best support their learning. The more we understand about who our students are, the more effective our feedback will be. So that's all from my presentation. The next presentation will be held by my friend. So thank you for attention.